Hey everybody, so welcome back to my channel. I'm Chanel with Color Me Stylish. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I love your support. And if you're new, I love doing videos, DIYs, which I'll be doing today, outfit inspirations, home decor, things like that. And definitely, I'm really passionate about skincare. So if that's something that interests you, I would love to have you go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be, and your notifications so that you can be notified when I do upload. I do videos every week. Love doing DIYs, and I think because we were expats and still are for so many years, we've lived in other countries where getting either my hair done, my nails done, my makeup done, lashes, just everything in general, it just wasn't feasible, or people just didn't really know how to do it, or me trying to translate, or just all of those things. So I kind of, a lot of the things that I do are self-taught, and then it just becomes very relaxing for me. I love doing my own nails and just being able to not have to worry about when am I going to find an appointment, where am I going to go, who am I going to ask, how much is it going to cost, and just kind of at the mercy of these different places in different countries. I just started, watching a lot of YouTube tutorials and things like that, of just how to do my own nails. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So to start, this is usually the area, like I said, I like to use, and this is kind of like, I call it my little bucket of nail stuff. And of course, trusty Leo is always never far behind. But I just love using this outdoor space. I usually do it on that long table, but as you can see, my husband also uses it for his outdoor office as well. But I just don't want to use it inside, only because that smell will travel down into the living room and kind of get trapped for a couple of days. So when I'm outside, I'm usually at this table and just kind of doing everything just so I can take advantage of this amazing view. So just kind of getting started with some of the things that I use. These are some of the nail bits for my nail machine that I use, and I picked this up from Amazon. And then this is also like the acrylic liquid, and I picked that up from a local store here, but I will link everything down below where you can find it on Amazon or your local beauty supply store. And then this is my bag of nail files, so I just try to keep everything as organized as I can. So just kind of pulling out what I'm going to be using just for the day, just to kind of get going. So this is one of the nail bits that I like to use. It's just really smooth. It's not like a hard grit at all. Again, I'm not a professional, so I don't have the exact, specifications for everything, but I can definitely show you what I found on Amazon, things like that. And then in this Ziploc, I try to keep just all of the nail powders, things like that, acrylic powders, and then that's a UV light that I like to use. And of course, this is my bag of art, I like to call it, just the different things that I'll use to decorate my nails, glitters, just all sorts of different things. And then in this tray, these are all of my gel nail polishes and a mix of regular nail polishes. I definitely try to go every other week between gel and regular nail polish, just so I don't have to use the UV to damage my skin, every week. And then these are stencils that I picked up from Amazon. So just kind of getting started, this is the nail glue that I will be using. I know a lot of people use nail forms or just different ways to apply their tips, but I personally just like using tips and just, doing it my way. So of course, prepping my nails and everything, I went ahead and put the nail tips on, and then I'm cutting them down to the desired length that I want. And I change it up every time I do my nails. Sometimes I'll have them long because I'm in the mood for that. And this week I felt like going a little bit shorter. So right now I'm just kind of going through to make sure that they're all leveled, and then just going in with my nail file just to kind of, smooth that out, get the desired shape that I'm looking for. And I figured I was just gonna do more of a square this time, but more of a rounded edge, just to kind of like shape those up a little bit. But I have to honestly say, sometimes I try to do different shapes and it's harder for me to do my own nails, like to shape them myself, I guess, because it's just, you know, a different angle. So that's something I'm still working on. But if that's something that's hard for you too, Amazon sells all sorts of different nail shapes, so you don't have to worry about that. And then just kind of going in, and of course I did speed up a lot of this video, but I'm just kind of going in really carefully with more of a buffing nail bit just to kind of smooth in and blend out the nail. Okay, so I went ahead, buffed those out, and it's in the desired shape that I wanted. So now I'm gonna start with my acrylic. So again, this is like just all the stuff I picked up either from Amazon before we moved here, or I picked them up at a local shop here. So I'm just kind of going in with my, it's like a nail bond. It just kind of helps everything to like stick. Oh wait, sorry. This is the Dehydrator. So just kind of taking out all that extra oils and things like that from my nail bed. So this is a brush I picked up at a local store as well, and the liquid, and then just going in with a primer, and that just kind of helps for everything to stick. So just always watching videos so I can just keep teaching myself better tips and tricks on how to do my nails at home, which I love. So just kind of putting on the acrylic on my nails. So this, you know, technique took me a while to get the hang of, and I'm still trying to like get better with it, but it's really nice. But of course, right in the middle of all this, I had to take a break and go and grab my son off the bus, which was nice. It was just across the street, so I can grab him. So I think that's what I love the most about doing my nails, is the flexibility of being able to, I guess, stop and start when I need to, and then just kind of get back to it when I get in the house. These are some of the nail files that I like to use. I love it because it just has like that straight edge, or it has like the rounded side as well. So I usually just kind of go in and just start creating more of the shape and smoothing out the acrylic. And then I love, of course, my nail drill, because I can just kind of smooth out the surface a lot faster, and it saves just so much time. And then I can just kind of get into the corners with different bits. And again, I'm not a professional, so I don't know the names of all of the drill bits, but I just kind of know how they work. And then these are like the smoothing little files that I love. And then the brown ones have a little bit more grit to it. So I didn't want to use something too strong. I just wanted to kind of get into the corners and then buff after. So after all the filing, finally it's, you know, I can just kind of wash my hands, get all of that powder and everything off, and just kind of even check the shape of everything that I've done, and just kind of look at it, see if there's any spots I need to re-smooth out or file or shape in a different, you know, spot. So there was a couple that I saw that I was like, okay, that's not as even as I want it to be. So let me just kind of go back in with my file. So now after I've shaped them finally how I want them, I just kind of go back in with my buffer just to like smooth it out and get it ready for, you know, just any of the nail art that I'm going to do. So this is definitely the fun part for me. I just kept, you know, over time picking up different nail art and designs and things like that. Or if I find them in a local beauty shop here, I pick them up. That was a stencil I used from the last, like 2 weeks ago when I did my nails. But I just love all the different shapes. There's just so many different possibilities. And I just love learning and messing things up and stuff like that. This I found, I saw it on YouTube, but I found it way more cheaper, but it's kind of like a shimmer dust for your nails. And then you can also just save money as well. So picking up a lot of the art that I want to use, and these were from Michael's, or you can find these in any of your, you know, local craft stores. But instead of spending a lot for nail, you know, jewelry and things like that, you can just go to your local place and pick up just some different designs. That was for glitter, or you can find different sizes in glitter. Like, it's just endless what you can mess around with. So I decided just to kind of go in with more of a deeper neutral color and then just do like a reversed, I guess, French tip, but do black at the bottom. So I picked this up from Amazon, I think, as well, and they just have really great prices. But I like this one because it has like a timer button on the back, so you know how long to keep your hands in. And then if you need it to be 120 seconds or 180, it had those two settings as well. And one thing that I do like to do if I'm doing gel, I didn't do it on camera, but I'll rub in SPF on my hands, since I know that I'm going to be using a UV lamp just to kind of help with any skin damage, you know, protection, things like that. So just kind of going in with this nail color. I really like this because it's pretty close to my skin tone. It just kind of offsets it really nicely. So that was a really nice, change. I think I had red the 2 weeks ago. So just kind of all done and cleaning out any of the sticky residue and getting ready for like the tips. So this was a huge trend that I was seeing all over TikTok, Instagram, like for a while. I think it was probably like last summer, this kind of blew up, but just kind of this stamp where you can do different things and just kind of make it more easier. So it did take some practice, but I just love it because you just have an instant French tip and it just gives you a great shape, and you can still go back in and touch up spots with it. And it just makes your nail design and the whole thing so much faster. So after I was done, just kind of going back in with alcohol, but I just like to use a paper towel just because it's a little bit more lint free, and just taking off that, sticky residue that you get from gel nails, and grabbing, and you can use any, hand cream that you like. I just had this one handy, and just kind of rub that in, moisturize, and then following up with a cuticle oil. So after, moisturizing my hands, I went back in with my cuticle oil just to kind of massage that in and just, yeah, finish the whole process. And here is the finished product. So again, it's not perfect like you would maybe get in a salon, but it's perfect for me. And I just love the challenge of just getting better with this skill. And it's very therapeutic. I love doing it, but thank you so much for joining me in this video just to kind of see something else that I do and that I love as a DIY, and I hope I inspire you to try too. So I thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. As you can see, I am all done and just in time for ladies' night, some cocktails with friends. And Leo says goodbye to Leo, or if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave those down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.